Okay, next up is infrared. And like I said, we've come across this before because it is just heat radiation. All warm objects will emit infrared, which means that even where you're sitting now listening to this video, you are emitting light. I mean, you can turn off all the lights and close the windows and everything else. So it's pitch black in your room. You're glowing like a light bulb, only you're not glowing visible light. You're glowing infrared light. Our eyes can't detect it. Snakes can. So if there's a snake in a completely black room, they could detect where you are by your infrared heat. Um, However, what our eyes can't detect it, but we can build little detectors that can, and we use them as night vision goggles. Goggles or cameras. But infrared is just heat energy, so we also use it for cooking food. But be careful with this because we use microwaves for cooking food, but in a very different way. Um, we use conduction to cook food when we cook it on the hob and put something in a pan because it's touching the hot surface of the pan. Infrared is used where something glows, usually red hot, so it's emitting a lot of visible light along with the infrared, and then those waves travel through the distance between that heating element and wherever the food is. And where you see this a lot is such as a grill. Um, or say a toaster. So if you look inside a toaster, you'll see the little hot wire that glows red hot and emits a lot of infrared along with that, and that heat travels to say the bread and toasts it. Infrared can also be used for communication. So it's what communicates between your remote control and your TV. So a little signal um, is sent through infrared light. So you'll see there's a little bulb at the end of your TV remote, and in fact, your eyes, if you, it won't do you any harm, but if you look at that while you press a button, you won't see anything. But if you video camera it using your phone's little detector that detects the light actually extends a little bit beyond the visible light, and it can detect infrared a little bit. And if you do that with your phone camera, you should see it light up when you press a button on your remote control. Um, Visible light, I mean, I suppose the biggest one is we use it for seeing. I don't know if it's a very good use as such, but um, other things we can say then is cameras, okay? So cameras detect visible light either in a film or a little photosensitive cell, um, and they can capture then photographs using that. Things like iris detection. So if you look at some sci-fi movies, you just look into a camera, it detects your iris, which is like a little fingerprint that is kind of personal to you or unique to you, and they can use it to detect who it is then. Um, I suppose also face recognition would fall under that as well. If you unlock your phone or your laptop with your face. Um, I think that's about it for visible light. I suppose we could put in there, it's not a technological use, but um, photosynthesis also uses light then to create food. Okay.